I have a question for you. Have you ever thought that you need to look or act or, dress a certain way in order to see success? And I've got a couple of stories. We had a good laugh at our workshop in February when we were showing my first the first funnel that I built, and there I had my smart jacket on because I thought that I needed to have a smart jacket that was what I was supposed to look like. And these are all outside things. And if you're living in that world from the outside in, thinking that if I have all these things and I look a certain way, and another story, I can remember years ago looking at Brandy Shaver's calendar and thinking, holy shit, that's packed full of appointments. Like her day was full every day, and my days weren't like that. So I thought, well, maybe like if I fill up my days more and my calendar is full, then I'll be as successful as Brandy Shaver. And that's a total load of BS. And again, it's this outside in game. And so if you want to see success, and we talk about this a lot, it's not about all the things that are out there, but it's an inside out game, and who you are, and letting yourself be who you are, and being okay with who you are, and knowing that you are perfect, you are born perfect, whole and complete, and who you are, and just let yourself shine. If you think like you need to show up on social media, your hair has to be curled, your makeup has to be. But the only reason my hair is curled because I was filming videos earlier. Otherwise, my hair wouldn't be curled. Okay, I wouldn't have makeup on because I was filming videos earlier. A few minutes ago, I was dressed in black because I've just been to a funeral. But you don't have to. This is me, bright. So I thought, no, get rid of the black. I want, like, this is me. This is who I am, and be okay with who you are, and know that God doesn't make mistakes. God doesn't make mistakes, and you are absolutely perfect the way you are, and trust that you are enough, and let yourself shine. Okay, so let me know if you've ever thought that you had to be a certain way, or you had to look a certain way, or act a certain way.
Also think my social media banner needs to be perfect, or I need to go hire a photographer and make professional headshots in my smart jacket so people take me seriously. Another thing that we think that I need to sound professional, so I need to go get certified in some things, right? So people take me seriously. I need to make posts with big words so people think that I'm educated or I know what I'm talking about. So, bottom line, you don't need any of those things. As a matter of fact, people will feel that you're trying too hard, and you will actually look like you're desperate because you're trying too hard, right? And it's kind of hard. It was hard for me in the beginning to just show up the way I am because I thought that I don't have anything of value to give unless I go get those shiny things. Does that sound familiar to you guys?
Yeah. And it's this thing that here's the thing: is if you like, I don't know who this is, but I constantly dread showing up because I'm not dressed up enough. Show up as a mess. Show up how you are, in your hair scraped back, no makeup on, whatever you're wearing. It is enough, because here's the thing: is the person that you are trying to attract, the person that you are trying to help, is somebody who's just like you. And if you don't show up as you are and be okay with just showing up as you are, then they're going to think, well, they can't relate to you. You show up a hot mess. Okay, maybe kids screaming, kids running around in the background, things. Maybe you swear. I swear a lot. Okay, I'll try not to swear today, but just be you. When you're posting on social media, let your voice shine. Because people, it's, when you're building a network marketing business, it's a relationship business, and people want to get to know you. And if you hide yourself and you hide your persona and you just put this fake persona out there, they're never going to get to know who you are. So
The sad part is that it creates, some people call it a syndrome. I will be blank if I blank. I will be successful if I make certain amount of money. I will be happy if or when I buy a new house. So it's I will be if syndrome. As a matter of fact, when you even buy that thing or you make that much money or you look certain way you want to look, that's not going to bring you success, or it's not going to bring you that happiness or feeling of abundance, because all those things are an inside job.
yeah.
So none of the outside world things gonna bring you internal satisfaction and internal fulfillment and internal love and happiness and joy and success, because all those things we need to grow into them. We need to feel successful even though there's $0 in your bank account, right? So it's not easy because we think that our success is determined by material things, but in reality it's not. So we can talk about that also, how to turn on your inner game, right? How to feel successful although you feel like you haven't accomplished anything. Or like someone said, my mom says that I look bad on Facebook Live. Well, looks like your mom is not your perfect prospect.
And the other thing is take criticism from the people who matter for that criticism. If your mom says, you're not being a supportive daughter, okay. But if your mom says you look crap on Facebook Live, but your mentors are saying, awesome job, you did great, and I love the value that you're sharing, and I love that you showed up a mess, I love that you showed up just as you are, you take the criticism, you take the criticism or the praise from the people who matter, from the people who are qualified to give you that praise or criticism or judgment, or not even judgment, evaluation, not judgment, evaluation. Sorry, take the judgment word out there. Sorry. And your mom is judging you, and you're judging yourself because you're thinking, I'm not right. I'm not
And she's
enough.
probably doing it, she's thinking she's helping you
Yeah.
because she thinks you need to look better so more people will follow you, right? But in reality, she's probably holding you back instead of helping you, because when you show up on social media live, you're immediately going to start thinking what my mom would think if she sees me like this. What would my aunt think? What this person will think? What everyone would think? And that's hold us back. And it happens because we think about ourselves. That's when our ego kicks in, and ego always wants to look right, to be right, and to look good. So in this case, I've said it probably hundreds times on all kind of coaching and trainings. You started this journey because you wanted to improve your life by helping other people, right? So helping other people is your intention, showing up live on social media. So when you take yourself out of this equation and start thinking about those people that you want to impact and attract and give value to, honestly, they don't care how you look like. Nobody cares how you look like. Like, as a matter of fact, everyone's so busy thinking how they look like, they don't give a crap how you look like. That's 100% true. So stop thinking about what you look like, what you sound like. Do I need to be certified? Do I need to be whatever? No, you only need to be one step ahead of the person that you're trying to impact.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And you know what? When you show up like that and they're so worried about the way that they look and they're thinking that they're not enough and then they need to look a certain way, all of a sudden you are giving them permission. You are giving them the confidence to show up as they are because you had the courage to do it yourself.
And that's your attractor power.
Absolutely.
Yes. I don't know how many times someone commented or even messaged me and said, "Hey, when I, saw your video and I hear your accent, so I know you're immigrant." And I tell myself, if this girl could do it, I can do it too. So, and that's what, when I forget the words, when I, speak fast sometimes because my brain wasn't that fast finding the right word in foreign language. And people just thought, well, if she can do it, I can do it too. This is your attractor factor. This is your superpower. That's what attracts people to you, your humanness, your imperfections, your personality, your quirkiness, your, even if you're like, people tell to Brandy that she has a resting bitch face, and
I do too. I have to think
people
hard about
who have
smiling.
the same thing because they can relate to her. Right? This is her attractor factor. This is her power.
Watch out.
We attract people with the same energy. We attract people with the same values. We attract people who want the same things, who vibe on the same frequency, if you want to go that way. So don't be afraid to show the real you because that's what people want. And if you're going to try to cover it up with, oh, I'm going to dress better, I'm going to, that's fine, that's okay. But nobody cares. Like, absolutely nobody cares. And when you're going to try to be someone you're not, you're going to be nervous, your confidence is going to be low, and that's what people are going to feel like. They're going to feel it right away, and they're not going to attract anyone, even though you're going to say all the right words, put your smart jacket on, but people will be like, well, she's too perfect. I can't do that.
Yeah, when I first started doing video, what held me back was like how I couldn't understand how all these people had the time to look so perfect at like 8 in the morning. Like, do you not live in the same world I live in? Right. So, I mean, because I got kids, I got, a house to run, I've got business, like all the things. Right. And so then I couldn't show up because I thought I had to like look a certain way and sound a certain way. And so it hindered my ability to be consistent in my business. And it wasn't until I was like, zero forks given right now, okay, that I was like, I'm just going to show up because I have to show up for my business. And this is what you're going to get today because this is all I can do today. And it was, in a visor, like sweaty, like, running around in my car. But that's actually what attracted more people to my videos, to my inbox, to engaging in those videos because it was more relatable, that people could actually see you're a real person. You're not this like facade, or, I feel like there was a perception created in this industry of network marketing, right? That you have to look and be a certain way, like to be successful. I can remember going to like these market parties where you give your spiel and people are like dressed in suits. I was like, who are you trying to fake out? Like, I have to look like that to be in this? Like, I'm out. Not going to be me. But I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that attracts people to our community and Inside Beach Boss influencers is that we are so real. We are real, authentic. We are transparent. We tell it like it is because there's so much fake it till you make it out there, right? Yeah. And the news flash is you don't have to do all that stuff to be successful, to attract people to you, to build a successful business, to grow a massive, network and following. You just have to be you, and you're going to attract even more people than if you're trying to fake and be something that you're not.
Oh, here's a good point, Adrian, you brought to my mind. You have to be okay to be you, just the way you are. So many of us are just not okay. Oh, I wish I was thinner. I wish I had fewer wrinkles. I wish my hair were longer. You need to learn how to be okay just the way you are. I literally had to learn how to love myself again, how to appreciate all the wrinkles and fat rolls, because they're there because of my life experiences, right? I had 3 kids. All my belly is mushy with stretch marks. I used to look in the mirror and hate it. Now I look at it and I appreciate it, because those stretch marks and mushy belly brought into the world 3 beautiful kids. And that's the price you pay for it, right? You can't have flat, smooth stomach if you had 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1 kid in your carriage.
It's like you've earned your mom stripes. Like,
Yes.
you know what I
we
mean?
should
And be
proud
proud of it.
them.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Why we're so judgmental on ourselves? Also the wrinkles. It means that I'm experienced and mature person, right? We have wrinkles.
Yeah.
So what? This is part of life. We all gonna eventually wrinkle totally and die. Like, we should be okay maturing and growing into grown-ups and older people. Like, I literally, like, I'm excited about getting older, like, because this is part of life. You can't avoid it. Just embrace it and appreciate it. And you will notice how much easier it will be not give forks how you look like and show up just the way you are. And another quick, before I forgot, I remember that it was a lot much easier to start showing up just the way I was when I dropped the dollar signs out of my agenda, because we're like, okay, I want to get my business going. I want to start making money. What should I say? What should I look like? What should I talk about so people listen to me and buy my stuff? They're going to feel that you're desperate again. So when you drop the dollar signs from your agenda, and to be able to do that, you have internally feel like you're already abundant, even for a split second, right? Actually, what's her name? Esther Hicks says for 17 seconds. That's all it takes. 17 seconds to feel that you're absolutely abundant, that you don't need any more money. You don't need any more material things. You literally don't need any more material things. I'm going to tell you now. Each one of us have like so much stuff, probably enough for like 15 households at least. So when you feel like that you're already abundant and you don't really need anything from outside world, and you're going to show up with that energy, and that's what also going to attract people to you. So drop the dollar signs from your agenda. Just show up and be okay. Okay, if nobody's going to be watching, nobody's going to buy anything, I'm still going to show up and I'm still going to deliver value. So maybe one person will pay attention, and maybe I will change one life from that one video. Maybe they're not gonna buy anything from you. Maybe they're gonna go buy it on Amazon, but you're gonna change one life. So when you're gonna start show up with that energy, I don't need any money, I don't need anybody's likes or anything. I just need to show up and express my knowledge, my experience, because that can be important to one person.
Mm-hmm. And talking about abundance, I want to remind you that sometimes we actually need to have a reset of our abundance and realize that we already have so much abundance in our lives right now. We have clean air to breathe. We forget the fact that we have clean air to breathe, that our lungs will actually take in that clean air. Okay? We forget that we have a roof over our heads. As you're watching this, you have a phone or a laptop that you're watching it on. How many people in the world do not have a phone? Okay? That you have food in the fridge, that you have, people who love you, that you have light, that you have electricity, that you have running water, that you have clean water to drink, that you already have so much abundance in your life. And when you start appreciating all the abundance in your life that you have right now and are thankful for it and are grateful for it, more abundance is going to flow to you. But you actually need to reset it and actually, well, for me anyway, and just remember, like, hey, I already have so much in my life that I forget about, that I'm not even grateful, that I can actually get up in the morning, that I can go to gym, that I can train, that I can lift weights, that I can, I'm 59 and I'm still lifting weights. And yeah, I don't have a perfect body. I have cellulite on my legs. And I had to learn, like Kat was saying, to love myself, that I go on photo shoots with these people with amazing bodies and I'm okay with the fact that I have cellulite on my legs. Okay, that's me. It's who I am, and I love myself for who I am. So start learning to love yourself for who you are. I would love for you to share in the comments what is coming up for you. And I would love for you to share if there's something that you feel has been holding you back, something that you feel has been holding you back and thinking that you need to have this look, whatever, a certain way, just like, not showing up because you're not dressed perfect, because you don't look perfect. So share with us, what has been coming up for you. And I'm going to challenge you to get to just take action if it was, if it is thinking that I need to look a certain way. I'm going to challenge you to go live with your having just got out of bed with your hair in a mess, no makeup on, in your pajamas, and do it, and just do it anyway. I've done live sweaty straight from the gym, no makeup on. Those lives got more engagement, got more people got more value out of those than the ones where, yes, my hair's done,
smart jacket.
perfect.
I would encourage you guys to, even just for one day, for today, after you're done watching this video, pay attention to things that you've been taken for granted, that we just get used to. Something as simple like electricity switch. We turn it on and the light is on and it makes our life so much easier and better, but we just stopped appreciating it. And I learned that when our electricity got cut off for like 2 hours, and oh my God, it's like your whole life goes upside down, right? So name like 5 things today that you stop appreciating and you taken for granted now. Another funny example, I had to drive a couple hours the other day, and when I put in my GPS how to get home, it told me 1 day, 19 hours. I'm like, did I pick the wrong city? And it said walking. It would take me 1 day, 19 hours, when by driving, it only supposed to be like hour, 45 minutes. And I'm like, dang, if we didn't have cars, it would take me 1 hour, Monday, 19 hours to get home. Like, and I could be eaten by coyotes or robbed by. See how, even having a car, it's such a huge life enhancer or whatever you call it. But we just stopped appreciating it. But not like, oh yeah, it's nice to have a car. Really appreciating it. Imagine if it takes you 15 minutes to drive to work. What if it would take you 4 days to get to work walking? Like, how would you like that?
Well, when you've grown up in deepest in Africa, people there don't have cars, and somebody wants to go to a hospital, go to a clinic, they might walk for a day to get there. They don't have, when people talk about poverty, I think a lot of people don't understand what poverty really means. I've gone off on another tangent, but people don't understand what true poverty means when somebody doesn't have a roof over their head, they don't have running water, they don't have electricity, they didn't eat yesterday, they're not going to eat today, and they're probably not going to eat tomorrow. Okay? And I think so many of us, we just take it all for granted, and then we just want more and more and more and more and more, instead of coming back and thinking, I'm so lucky. I am so blessed. I have so much abundance in my life already. I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. But we all are. And let us know all the things that you are grateful for. Have a look around you and think, how blessed am I?
Set up gratitude alarms.
Yeah.
Every 2 hours, your alarm will go off. Name 3 things you're grateful for right now, and try to find the silliest things ever. Don't be like when some people write their gratitude journal, I'm grateful today for, and we're trying to think of, oh my gosh, some extraordinary miracles. No, even the fact that you have Tempur-Pedic mattress is 100 years ago, it would be like out of space thing, right? They slept on hay or whatever. Mattresses was stuffed with hay, and only royalty had them. So,
yeah,
you're sleeping on a $1,000 mattress, I bet, or more expensive. So be grateful for that. So,
and when you are grateful, sorry, Kat,
go for it.
I want you to feel it in your body. I want you to get up and feel it in your body, how grateful you are. I think we need to do more about like embodying, and because it is so important. What your mind forgets, your body remembers. And when you jump for joy and when you celebrate what you're grateful for now, like it's setting up these gratitude alarms or setting up joy alarms. Okay. And then literally, we've said it before, but literally jumping for joy and feeling that joy in your body. Okay. Because you will be beaming from ear to ear when you jump for joy, when you are singing, dancing, doing whatever, but jumping for joy, then you feel a different person. Just smiling at people like brings a whole new energy to them and to you. I've gone off on a tangent, but anyway.
Yeah, we kind of like went a little bit different direction, but it's all connected.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning feeling grumpy, oh my gosh, here we go again. My day's gonna suck. My boss gonna be whatever. My kid's not gonna listen. You create that grumpy energy, and you're gonna attract more events that gonna make you feel grumpy. But the thing is, the only thing that we can control is how we feel, right? So we can do it intentionally instead of waking up grumpy, and we all do it, and I still do it. You can be like, it's another day, and I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go brush my beautiful teeth with my normal $3 toothbrush, or maybe it's a $30 toothbrush, and I be, smiling from ear to ear. See how just doing the exact same thing in a different way, it's already raised your energy.
Yeah.
And that's what people feel. And that's what people get attracted to. You can be forgetting words on your life, but you're going to have that energy of, I don't know, of a leader, energy of abundant person, energy of a happy person, energy of a person who will help others no matter what. So that's what attracts people to you, not your smart jacket, not your bank account, not your perfect hair, and not your makeup. So I hope that makes sense to you.
I would love to hear what your takeaway has been from today. Share your takeaway, and share one thing that's been keeping you stuck. Share one thing that you've been frightened to do because of the way you feel about yourself. And then I'm going to encourage you to do it and do it anyway. And the messier and the more natural and the more authentic you do it, the better. So I hope you got a ton of value, and we'll see you again next week with some more mindset hacks. See you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.